Good at doing that usually. He snowballs real hard.
But we will see first game of Captain's Draft 4 by Events DC starts now. Suns fan and Synderen are set to take it away.
Thank you, Zyori, in that panel that filled for God knows how much time. My name is Suns fan, joined by the great, the one, the only, the Danish monstrosity.
What's
Synderen.
a better quality,
Going,
Danish or monstrosity? What do you think is?
I don't know. They're kind of synonyms in a lot of ways, I feel like. It's been a while since we've cast together, my friend, but what better way to do it in the first game of the Captain's Draft 4.0 minor, presented by Events DC, and with what hero? What hero am I looking at? I'm not going to click on him. You can't look at my screen. What hero is Captain's Draft when you think of it? You can do it.
Underlord.
Why?
Axe.
No, keep going.
Zeus.
Keep going.
Disruptor. Medusa. Queen of Pain. Ancient Apparition.
It's literally going to be the last
Warlord,
one. And?
Silencer.
There you go. Why is it so? It's literally the 10th hero. Congratulations.
I didn't say Shaman, did I?
I don't know. Somebody can keep track and let us know. Either 9th or 10th, but either way, good, clean stuff.
So I'll just quickly to try to follow up. Actually, let's wait and see if Silence Fan kicks up here. I think I like Secret's Draft a lot more in this game. I think what the panel was talking about could be a problem for Empire is their lack of lockdown. It's very difficult for them to actually engage and set up a fight, so they're going to rely a lot on having this Medusa get farmed and playing behind her and letting her siege towers. But most of the time, in order to get to that point, is either you have a really good lane for Medusa and she gets a strong head start, or you build a strategy where you play a kind of 4 protect 1 style and the other 4 are really strong at fighting and buying time. And I just don't really see Empire being in that position. Already seeing the Queen of Pain actually taking a lot of damage in mid.
Yes, indeed. Really he looks pretty cocky, though. Has another Shadow Strike available. Blink online. Now he's actually going to jump in and try to get the first blood here. Is mid one attempting to run away. Will the right clicks be enough? FN. Looks like mid one will get to sub 50 HP, but will live through the day, at least for now. Puppy coming in. Has yet to skill anything. But 3 mid right now for Secret, in fact. Mid one hiding in the trees.
Important here for mid one that he doesn't need to salve to survive the Shadow Strike.
Oh!
So he would have to go back. That is annoying.
That is. The Shackle's going to come out, though. Yoki's going to take a lot of damage for this. He is going up the hill. He might be okay. Yapzor, one more Arc Lightning should do it. If he can get vision, though. And Yoki barely gets out of dodge there. So a lot of close calls here to start this game.
25% chance of surviving there. Mid one missed the last attack, and Yapzor couldn't get the last Arc Lightning, like you said. He walked into the box. So.
But Maposhka, he might be the first blood here. Yapzor getting pretty low on mana, though. And his right clicks are not going to do a whole lot, and there it goes. First blood goes the way of Yapzor, thanks to that mana pot.
And how we're looking on the other lane. So we've got Troll versus Underlord. I was imagining this was a hero Secret might go for that reason. I think Underlord has a lot of weaknesses as a hero. There's many matchups that aren't that good. There's a lot of heroes that can do fine one-on-one. But to be honest, I'm a bit surprised that Secret choose to just flat out leave this Troll alone in the beginning. I thought they would put Troll, Shadow Shaman bottom just for like 1 or 2 waves, shut down Ghostic a bit, and then leave Ace alone. But Ghostic has had a really good time, and now that Shaman is probably going to make his move down to bottom soon, Ghostic is still already going to be level 3. He has a lot of regen left, so if they haven't drained that from him in the start, he's probably going to be able to survive and have a pretty good time. And on the contrary, you look top, Fata is having a much harder time. 0 CS.
Oh my.
Currently on the axe.
Yeah, Yapzor just stole one from him. Goodness me.
Yeah, that's nothing.
They're going to get surrounded here. Here's the initiation from Empire. They do a lot of damage with that Chilling Touch, and indeed it's going to be a kill going the way of Yoki. I believe the TP was canceled here at the top.
Yes,
Probably Puppy.
I think Puppy was trying to TP. Mid one's under pressure mid again, but not going to commit here from FNY's choice. Puppy was there. But yeah, Axe just died. This is one of the worst support matchups in lane 4 Axe, is if you're playing against a strong dual lane or strong tri-lane that has this Chilling Touch. You kill Axe really quickly with magic damage. Obviously, Berserker's Call is worthless against that, so he hasn't even skilled it. And you have this triple ranged combo with Chilling Touch. So Empire are playing to their strengths right now, and it is important that this laning stage goes well for them in order to stand that fighting chance of setting up the game plan that they want later on.
I feel like Ace is doing pretty decent in this bot lane. Do you consider Troll a ranged or a melee hero? Very important question.
It's both.
I know it's okay.
The most important thing is that Whirling Axis has two different hotkeys. Everybody loves that change. I've heard a lot of positive feedback on that.
I'm surprised they didn't just insta-fix that, actually. But I guess it's a feature intended.
I guess so.
And they're trying to
I mean,
keep
it got
parity.
changed. Literally, everyone complained, and they kept it.
What if all the hotkeys changed to legacy for everyone? Like there wasn't an option. How bad would the reception be?
That would be really bad. That would be really
You think so? I don't know, bro. Silent top lane.
He's
Could
fine.
take a little
Mystic
bit of
Snake, good
damage,
spell. Yoku
Indeed.
might actually kill Yapzor here.
He's going to get off one more Thunderbolt before dropping to his demise. Silent taking a lot of damage, but will live through the day. Fata blocking in Yoki a bit, but again, all this magic damage, Axe can't really get too close. They're going to have to keep the pressure on as Yapzor immediately TPs back to the top. He already has Arcane Boots. Now, Yapzor, one of those position 4s that gets so much farm.
Silent.
Fata is going to continue on to Silent with that Battle Hunter giving the move speed that he needs. And it's going to be an easy kill with the help of Yapzor. So big kill, that's definitely what Fata needed in this lane.
Very important for him to have this exact skill build for that kill, actually. He has 2 points in Battle Hunger and 1 in the counter.
Oh, really?
So
Damn.
they just ran him down. Silent was unable to get a CS and remove that Battle Hunger, so he took so much damage. Mid lane Puppy will die here to Yoku.
Will he?
FN. Very dead. But I was going to say this top lane for Secret, one of Axe's biggest weaknesses in my mind is that he just has so many bad 1-on-2 and 1-on-3 matchups, and that because of that, they're putting Zeus up here to give Fata a fighting chance, and that, of course, when you duel offlane like this, it costs somewhere else on the map. So mid 1 is being pressured mid, the Underlord is having the highest CS of the game so far, so yes, they are enabling their Axe a bit. He has 6 CS and a kill and some levels, but I don't think this is as good as what Secret were hoping for, but they probably had to do it to even let Axe play Dota.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, we talked about the Underlord a bit. Kind of a melee matchup with the Troll, and Underlord should do quite well in that matchup, but it is pretty even in the CS department. So, but that is the off lane for Underlord, and he's doing as well as a safe laner would.
Yeah, this matchup is, I think, even if there's no interruption, but you can win the lane pretty hard with Troll with a bit of help in the start. But as we talked about, the Shaman was not really involved with that bottom lane, so Ghostic has reached the point now where it's
got the Mystic Snake Kinetic Field is here. It's a 3v1. Fata gets off a Battle Hunger. The Courier's delivering something, but it won't help him survive. He will drop to the deck again. Did buy Arcane, or the Arcane Boots were supplied to him, so that's 2 Arcane Boots now for
Didn't he get Tranquils?
Team Secret.
Or who got Mana Boots?
Oh, sorry, that was Underlord that got that, I believe. Yeah.
It's like, if Axe got Mana Boots, I'm ready to call the game.
Yeah, you never know. It's Captain's Draft, you know?
Poshka will probably die here. This Battle Hunger lasts
I'll watch
forever.
it, don't
They're trying
worry.
to
I'll watch
trade.
it, I'll watch it. I got it. There you go.
Yapzor, time for the jukes. Oh, you actually full-on juke him.
You guys get to experience the great camera work of Suns fan. Yoki, shackled up right now. Fata blocking him in, though, and there's the Battle Hunger again. Ether Shock as well. Gets off a kinetic field, but it's not going to be enough. Double kill for Fata. Talked about how poor of a start he had at the beginning of the game, but he's come back in spades.
That was a great outplay by Secret. They made the right rotation to cover that rune with Axe and Zeus. They played the vision game very well. Like, Zeus played around the trees, juked around, and they know that Axe is strong in these kind of fights where there's no creeps around, because you know you have that full duration Battle Hunger. And they just outlasted these weak supports that end up taking too much damage from Zeus and Axe over time.
Oh my
Mystic
God,
Snake is
such a
really good spell.
Yeah.
Remember when that spell used to be bad?
No.
I was like, I remember.
I don't remember, actually.
I think there was a time where Medusa Bill was popularized where he didn't even get Snake. And I never really liked it, but I think at that point there was merit to it
That sounds like the most boring hero of all time.
There was merit to it sometimes, playing without Snake, but nowadays I feel like it's just that the spell has been buffed so much, it's really powerful.
Yeah, especially with the Ancient stacking. I think that's always worked, though, hasn't it? The Mystic Snake working as far as giving mana back on Ancients. At the very least, it's been a very long time.
So, it's better against Ancients now than it used to be because the Prowlers don't have magic resistance, and back then I think that creep camp didn't even exist. Obviously Mystic Snake is garbage against the Golems, not very good against... It's okay against the Dragons, but...
Now bottom lane, Ghostic comes back into the lane, same level as Ace. In fact, about to hit... never mind, I was clicking on somebody else. So pretty much even as far as farm and levels compared to the Troll Warlord. How scary can Underlord be in a position like this?
In some games he can do a lot. I feel like Secret have pretty good solutions to the hero. Later on, we'll see him actually deal a lot of damage here.
He gets a bit of
He
malice.
is not even close to dying to this. So I think Zeus is a pretty good hero against Underlord until Underlord gets I would say in this game an inevitable pipe. Obviously by being a high HP hero you get a lot of damage out of the static field that Zeus hasn't skilled yet, but he'll get it later. They have decent lockdown, and a hero like Troll can actually kill Underlord if you find him and isolate him and you have that Diffusal Blade, you can run him down the whole way. So the tools are there.
Queen of Pain jumps in, Shadow Strike applied to mid one, has the Global Sonic, is going to have to pop it. Will it
got
keep him
glimpsed
alive? He gets
before,
glimpsed
though.
back, and he's going to drop here. Puppy's in a lot of trouble, doing some damage to FN in the meantime, along with the Absol. It's going to be a trade, a 1-for-1. Might cost Puppy his life. At least they get a kill out of the Shackle. Not going to help him survive this time around.
I hate this co-op skill build. I hate it so much. I know some people
2-1-3.
Imagine that fight with Sonic Wave, man. Like, there were 3 heroes just lined up, and he had
maybe
the mana
he was
for
gonna.
it.
Maybe
I don't
he was
like it.
expecting that level 7 to come. You know,
So
it's
I
real
think
close.
most of the time when you see co-ops go this build, they go 2-1-4 as well, and they're just like, I'm not going to be able to use Sonic Wave this game. I'll max out Scream of Pain because it's my most cost-efficient way of pushing waves, and I see the appeal in that. I just think the raw potential of having Sonic is too strong.
Bottom lane, we're
Ghosting
gonna have a
will
Shackle
die.
into the Whirling Axes, and
There
yeah,
we go.
Ether Shock claims the kill for Puppy. So that, I believe, is the first death of the game for our Underlord this time around.
It is.
I mean, that's still really good, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of games where you see
normal.
Underlord just going 0-5 in 9 minutes.
Yeah, what's the main reason, from your perspective, that Underlord kind of dropped off for that line? I know that Atrophy Aura was nerfed initially, but I don't know if that was enough to just take him off the map completely.
I think people got a better understanding of what bad matchups he has. I think the hero just loses so many different lanes.
Oh, we got some trouble for Ace. Had to hold that
Yeah.
Thought Cinder when Ace. They're going to see him. They're going to glimpse him into the kinetic field, into the Pit of Malice.
Into
and
death.
Ace, well, he's trying to TP out, but again, 4 heroes,
FN actually
greater
killed
than
Sonic.
1.
He got Sonic on level 7.
Did he? You see? He was waiting for that one
Yeah.
creep.
Like, I'm looking at the benefit of skilling Scream of Pain level 3 on level 6, right? You get an extra 75 damage, an extra 10 mana cost, so it's also more expensive, but you push the wave that bit faster. No cooldown reduction, no AoE increase, and instead you could have had your ulti. You know, I know some players do this sometimes. Oh, mid one's in trouble again.
Yeah. Sonic Wave
Sonic
is
is
available, and it's going to be deployed, and down he goes. Does not hit Fata, though, who's very, very aggressive here. We see the Thunder God's Wrath come out, and Fata's going to chop one down as a result. And he's going to back away. Should be fine as FN. All he has is 1 Scream of Pain. Level 4 now, though, so nothing to scoff at.
So if I'm Empire right now, I'm actually pretty happy with the pace of this game. It's not like they have a big lead, but they got through the laning stage very well. Silent has good farm. Their Underlord has good farm. Their mid lane went fine. It's not by any means at the greatest farm ever for FN. He's sitting on about 40 right now in minute 11. But he probably has a read that mid one is in the same position. Like, neither of these heroes has had that great time.
Yeah.
So all of the lanes for Empire have actually worked out pretty well. And now the question is if they can keep this Medusa just free farming, because one thing Secret doesn't have yet, they currently have a dead Zeus.
Yeah. The old Yapsor kill. Nice hit and run as Puppy gets off a Shackle, but realizes
so
he's in a
hard.
1v3.
Underlord.
That Atrophy Aura is insane. Plus 55 damage right now. 1 Firestorm to go. Puppy, you are done. So double kill from a Poshko of all people. And Empire are going to be very happy with this exchange. Ghostic he's getting pretty damn close to that mechanism as well.
This AA hero is actually one of the heroes that has a decent amount of variety in how you skill build it. You know, most heroes, there's like a standard go-to. In this game, Miposhka has chosen to prioritize Cold Feet. They feel like they have enough of a slowdown and just the ability to keep the enemy in place that they will snap it or at least deal really good damage. You see some games AA's Max Vortex and just focus on the amplification and just have 1 point Cold Feet to force enemies to move, basically. And I think in some rare cases you could see Chilling Touch maxed, but that is way less common now than it used to be. So he's focusing on that Cold Feet build. Closing in on level 6. We haven't even talked about Ice Blast as a potential combo.
It's a good
spell in this
spell, I
game.
think.
They're not
It's
the
okay.
best catch, but they can use it. You know, you can Kinetic Field into Ice Blast is pretty stable.
I mean,
Pit of Malice is really
They've been doing
short-range.
Pit of Malice into Kinetic Field just to 100% ensure that they're going to be in there. That's pretty strong. What level is the... never mind. That's a level 25, right? The Kinetic Field duration. Yeah. That is actually... I mean, I don't understand how that's in the game. That's 8.4 second Kinetic Field.
Yeah.
How is that a thing?
It's good.
That's good, but
But it
level
has
25
counters as
Disruptor,
well.
not exactly the most common thing.
The Glimpse cooldown spell is really good.
Yeah, which would you take?
It really depends on the game. It's like, think of it, 8-second cooldown Glimpse. It's like, oh, we're ahead in a fight. Your whole team is going to die. Just run after one after the other.
I talk about it all the time.
But-
Other than like Doom, this is one of the... Glimpse is probably one of the more powerful single target spells in the entire game, for
Yes, it is very good. And that's something that Empire will need in this game. I think this Disruptor so far has been integral to their early game. They've got 10 kills. He's been involved in all of them. He's kind of the driving force behind setting up every play just by glimpsing them back, because they know they don't have lockdown. So they need to just run at them, force them to go away, and then they pull them back. Of course, you can itemize against this, and that's still my concern for Empire, is what's going to happen when Secret get the right items out, when they get a Manta Style or a BKB on the Troll, when they get an item on the Silencer that just allows him to, you know, output the damage, even if he gets caught.
Blink Dagger on Fata. He's going to show it off here in the bot lane. Even wards are supplied here from Puppy.
That's a trade-off, though. They got mid 1 mid. They did a smoke move here with AA and the Disruptor. And that also got Mipushka's level 6. So now they have Ice Blast. It's an even trade. It's the mid's dying. But again, Empire are farming the Medusa. And Secret... There's a lot of items that Secret need to kill this Medusa. So it's awkward being troll in this game, right? Because you want something ideally against... Either you want something against the Glimpse so that if you have to disengage you can somewhat get away, or you're just committed and then you're going to fight until your death, right? But if he gets the item that's good against Medusa in the Diffusal Blade, he has no way of breaking out of the Pit of Malice, which is really annoying. He can easily get controlled by Kinetic Field. He can get burst by all this magic damage. So this feels like the kind of game where Troll actually maybe needs too many different items. Maybe he needs both a Manta, a Diffusal, and a BKB. And that sucks when you have to buy all those items together. You generally want one defensive item and one value item like Diffusal, and then you want big stuff after, like Scotty, or if you want to go a damage route, Daedalus, Bloodthorn, something like that.
Anytime you need to go any type of utility, to get too many of those items, you kind of fall off as a carry.
It's like, if you go double defensive item on a hero like Troll, then it's just like, oh, you're going to run in? Okay, well, we just use our eventual either Crimson Guard or Pipe or Mech on Underlord, and our heroes are actually just not dying to you, and then your defensive stuff runs out and we kill you.
Yeah.
He has to have that threat where, okay, we're going to blink call with Axe, and our Troll is actually going to kill you in that. They have the Zeus buffer, which is nice, but for now, Empire are... I would say in the lead in this game. I think that's fair to say. Their game plan is progressing nicely.
Yep, they have about a 1k lead right now, as far as net worth is concerned. Ghostic and company able to take out this tier 1, completely uncontested right now. Who's up here? Bata.
Cut the wave.
All right.
Cut the wave, blinked out.
Being quite annoying is the majority of Empire on this side of the map anyway, so creating a little bit of space to perhaps poke this tier 1 mid.
Yeah, speaking of tier 1s, noteworthy, Secret haven't taken a tower yet. They have Shaman level 6. We're 15 minutes in, they haven't taken a tower with Shaman and Troll.
Yeah. Generally,
at this point, the Troll wants to have taken the safe lane tower.
We're going to see it here,
consistently push, yeah. So he will take the enemy safe lane tower here. Puppy will secure that. But the bottom tower, a lot of the time when you're playing a lane like Troll Shaman, you want this tower to be gone by now. But Underlord has just been defending it so easily.
Back again, Kinetic Field with the Glimpse setting it up. Ice Blast. Yeah. Axe will not be able to survive that until he gets a lot more items.
He needs some very specific items. He needs a BKB or he dies.
I think this is a BKB game for Axe, right?
It is a BKB
not very
game
common
in general, I would say. Obviously, one thing Empire have got going for them against that is the...
Oh boy, we have it again. Glimpse, this time into Static Storm. Mid 1 Dunzo. That's 2 dead.
Wait, how did they even see?
They just have vision everywhere.
He just... I thought he got glimpsed from inside the tree line, but I guess I saw that wrong. They don't have a ward here, so he was...
It is a level 4 glimpse now, but yeah, as long as they have the vision, they'll get a glimpse off. No log. So just to keep this in mind, these games are extremely important. It's the best of 1 GSL format, so if you do not win this game as Secret, which are technically the favorites of this entire tournament, you cannot be first place in your group, period.
Yep.
And first place allows you to pick your opponent for the group stage, or for the playoff stage. Looks like we're going to have some action here. Ancient Apparition popped with a couple of spells there from Secret, as Yoki looks to be next on the list, but there's a Stone Gaze. Ace, he does take out the Disrupt in the meantime, so 2 for nothing. Might trade his life, though. So 1 carry for 2 supports. I believe Empire will take that.
Yeah, the Zeus was too low on mana for that. I think... So that looked like a little bit of miscommunication from Secret. Like, Troll hard committed, ran in and got that kill on the Disruptor, but there wasn't much follow-up from the rest of Secret. I thought, okay, you killed 2 supports, you're up in this fight 5-on-3. Maybe you can run down an extra hero, but there was nothing in the tank from the Zeus. The Shaman couldn't catch up at all with the Troll. So Empire just turn around and kill the Troll, and ultimately that isn't really worth it for Secret. They end up trading Troll for Disruptor and use Global Silence. So that key cooldown will maybe allow Empire to potentially defend this mid tower if Medusa can get healed up.
Oh, they're going to try.
Or she's going to die.
Oh boy, that's rough. Taking out Ancients and you die. Bata takes it for himself, and they're going to take the Ancients.
That's that ward on the Ancient stack that saw
another
doing that.
Ward. So tier 1 towers and a bit of a pickle here for Empires. 45 seconds on the deck for the Medusa. They will take out the wards for the most part, though.
This is not...
Ghostic, extremely tanky. Has the hood, has the mech. Going for Guardian Greaves now.
Puppy jumped the gun a little bit on those Serpent wards. He placed them before the creep wave reached.
Oh, they're going to jump somebody else. FN, the Queen of Pain will be next.
2 kills on the same ward. That's a bit of a slip up there from Empire. And that's probably going to cost them their tower. I think they could have defended this tower because Puppy lost almost all the wards before the creep wave came in reach to tank that tower. No, they will. All right, they will manage to hold it. They use the glimpse.
They're gonna glimpse the Zeus. Looks like Yapso will find his way to the grave one way or the other. One more.
No, he can't do it.
The Urn will not keep him alive. tower. Are they going to be able to get the deny is the question. Maposhka is definitely dead to mid one. He's going to take only his first intelligence of the game, as they do claim the tower for themselves, but it costs him his life.
Oh, they have Glimpse again.
Yeah, they have Glimpse again. Static Storm. And this is a dead ace in all likelihood, and they are just dropping like flies now for Secret.
Secret are getting punished really hard by Glimpse. I feel like that's been the spell of the game. It has done everything so far. Yoku has been playing a great game on Disruptor, and you saw that kill that they got where I was like, he might not have died there because Ghostic didn't get the last attack off, but Yoku's actually going for a 4-4-1 build. A lot of the time we see Disruptors prioritize Kinetic Field over the Thunderstrike, but he deals a lot of damage with Disruptor.
I feel like that was a reverse chain feed. A small chain feed here on the same ward that we saw.
Yeah, and then Secret
overextended again. Fata jumps in with the Blade Mail. Roshan is extremely low. Global Silence is popped. Who's picking up the Aegis? Look, it's going to be FN this time around as Fata. Half HP trying to run away. Ghostic's just going to TP out in the Roche pit. Axe will be the first to fall. As here comes an Ice Blast mid one, doing a lot of damage to FN, but of course he does have that Aegis. Sonic Wave will finish off Puppey. Mid one looks to be next. Stone Gaze was slowing them initially, and there's the Glimpse again into Kinetic Field. Not able to take anybody out. FN, will he drop?
Yeah,
to the Silencer? It's going to be close. Yeah, Aegis is claimed, but whatever if you're Empire. That's 3 for an Aegis.
That's a very big win for them. I really like the play from Disruptor there, you know. Sometimes somebody's just got to do the dirty. He runs into the river, gets jumped by Axe, and he's like, whatever, you know? Like, Axe is jumping on my position 4. They don't even get the kill on Disruptor, which is like very bad, obviously, when they commit that jump and they don't get the kill on the supports. He just counters on them. And obviously set up that for Empire very nicely so that they could finish the Roche with the 2 heroes in the pit.
Yeah. As far as item progressions, though, Ace, he's working towards BKB next. So he has the SNY, he has the Mask of Madness. Once he gets that BKB, then that Glimpse is not nearly as big of an issue.
Who's going to kill Medusa in this game?
Yeah.
Who's actually going to kill Medusa?
BKB does nothing with Stone Gaze. That's definitely an issue. Is FN. He has the Yules. We'll use it against Fata.
Maybe they're expecting that they can blink Blade Mail, and then Troll can run in during the Blade Mail, and they can get enough damage off that Medusa won't have mana for Stone Gaze, but I feel like there's just so many conditionals in that play. Like, first of all, Axe needs to see Medusa, he needs to get the jump, they need to follow up with Global and come in, and Empire need to not have enough defensive items to protect the
Again. Glimpse, Static Storm, Kinetic Field, all the spells from Disruptor basically ensuring another kill for Empire on the position 1 Troll. Ace dead again.
And it's the biggest kill on the map. That is the hero they want to shut down. Every time they can kill this Troll, it's really big. We just, honestly, we haven't felt mid 1 in this game at all. Like, his Silencer has been minimal impact. The Globals haven't really done anything. He's 1-6-2, he has low farm, he has 2 stolen ints.
Yeah.
Like, where's the Silencer in this strategy? When is it going to come together? They have the X Blink and Blade Mail, and they haven't really been able to secure any significant plays with it yet.
Yeah, it was basically just the introduction of the Blink got him a kill, and since then they haven't really gotten a clean initiation on it.
And I thought that's why they picked the heroes together, right? Like, first of all, the new Silencer would have a pretty good lane matchup against Quap, and then they could Blink Call and then instant Global and just kill the guy that call, but it hasn't happened, really. And now it's going to be difficult to do it, because Underlord has Greaves and almost a full pipe, so if Empire are bunched up together, actually, I don't know if Secret can kill them.
So Thunder God's Wrath was just used to scout. Obviously, there was a smoke, so they know that's happening. They're going to play a little bit more safe. But at the same time, Empire could literally 5-man right now. They have a Medusa with a ridiculous lead as far as net worth is concerned. Ghostic extremely tanky, and he's a 5-man hero in Underlord. The Glimpse, mid 1 in a lot of trouble. Serpent Wards are placed. It's going to cost them the Troll Warlord. Ancient Apparition will be the sacrifice, though. So 1 for 1, exactly. Oh, yeah. Silencer's dead, thank you. But in the meanwhile, Silent and company are just pounding on this tier 2 bomb.
As well for this. Notice the detail in how Empire made that play, by the way. They threw the Ice Blast to try to get vision for Glimpse. I think they found him without it, but that was a cute play. Ended up, I think the Ice Blast hit another hero in the base.
Got a Dark Rift incoming. Oh, gracious. Gracious me, oh my. A little bit of damage was done to that tier 3, but...
I don't actually think Empire needed to do that. I think they could have dealt damage.
Like what the play is. The play is to fake Dark Rift, cancel, and then initiate.
So I think, okay, now that Ghostic has this Guardian Greaves, right? They go and hit the tower. If Secret try to engage with Global, he instant Greaves and just Dark Rifts out.
Right.
He can take off that Global with that item build. Maybe they still think Medusa is fragile enough that she can die. I mean, I guess she was down to 400 mana. She doesn't have her ultimate orb yet. The Scotty build up. So maybe they're going to wait. They're like, you know what, guys, we're doing fine. Get Dusa another item, and then we make this play. And I do think they will be successful in doing that, unless Secret start taking some more initiative together. Every single... Like, has Disruptor been in every kill? Yes. It's been in 22 out of 22 kills right now.
I mean, MVP. 100% Yoki so far
has
MVP.
been doing so much work. And the way you play against Disruptor, you do one of two things. Either you play a vision game and you really control so Disruptor can't find the glimpses, or you're the team playing aggressively on him. You run at him so he has to use glimpse defensively or not at all. But every fight is something along the lines of Fata either jumps in alone and the fight starts and he doesn't get the kill, and then they just glimpse 2 heroes after another and get 2 kills, or Empire get the jump. And whenever Empire get the jump, it just seems like Secret don't have the response available yet.
You know what the answer is.
Which is surprising.
Slack's already told us the answer. Right here, buddy. Right here.
Nimbus? We'll see if he gets
100% the answer. He almost has his point booster, so he's definitely on his way.
This is a slow Nimbus build-up. He went for a Kaya. He stopped for a Kaya in between Lens and Nimbus.
That's when you feel confident. You're like, I'll just get a Kaya.
I think it's
And
the
then
opposite,
Axe.
actually. I think he feels like, okay, I have to do something extra. I can't go that greedy because my team really needs my damage right now. Like, if he felt confident and they were in a good position, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have stopped for this along the way.
A lot of pausing and unpausing. Like a little lag spike right now. For Team Secret at the moment. They are down 6K as far as net worth. And it's not that they have bad late game necessarily. It's just that I feel like the heroes that should be good late game are not excelling right now, which is Silencer mainly.
Silencer's having a horrible game.
Like Troll Warlord, we talked about how he needs so many. He needs a BKB this game, 100%. But he also kind of needs a defusal against Medusa, right? And he's nowhere close to getting any of these items.
I don't know. I wonder if Secret's approach later on in this game is just that, okay, you know what, we picked like this. We don't have a good counter to this Medusa. Well, realistically, I think the later this game goes, the harder it gets for Secret to try to go on the Medusa. Even if they're farmed themselves, I feel like the kill is just going to be too hard and cost them too much in the fight. So maybe their approach is later on in the game, it's like, okay, we get BKB on Troll, we get a BKB on Axe, and then we jump the backline. They try to find someone else,
Right,
kill a Disruptor in the AA, try to run around the Medusa, kill the weaker heroes, and then clean her up in the end.
I mean, can you afford to go like initiation on Troll after BKB, like a Blink himself, or is that?
I don't think it's enough. They
just need damage.
They really need damage. And it's weird you say that, you know, when you look at their team, they have a Zeus and an Axe with a Blade Mail, and usually that means, okay, we're jumping a guy, he's gonna die. But they're playing into 2 really tanky cores, and a core that has a Yule's, Shiva, and Blink. So arguably the Quap is not even an easy kill anymore.
Yeah.
Working on the BKB for himself is FN. So I was skeptical about this Empire draft. I didn't think they were going to be doing this well, but the early game just went so well that they have reached the position they needed to be in.
What's the hotkey for item?
5.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Smart.
And I felt... I know it's a bit early to say this kind of stuff, but I didn't
I didn't
really...
realize FN had a Shivas already. Holy crap.
I didn't feel Shaman's movement in this early game. I didn't feel like Puppy was being that effective with the places he chose to be with his hero. I still stand by that if you're playing Underlord, if you're picking Underlord into Shaman, Shaman is arguably one of the absolute strongest supports in a 2v1 scenario. That's part of the reason he's so good this patch, is that the offlaner is often alone. And you put Shaman plus any strong lane core against a hero like Underlord, Shaman goes down there, he skills his either Shackles or the Ether Shock, he just starts hitting the Underlord. And if Underlord tries to get near creeps, he can get Shackled and Troll just runs at him, and they break a salve and a tangle, they do it again, he has to go base. Instead, he got a free laning stage. Like, Ghostic is really farmed in this game. He's second on net worth, he's above the Troll. And what did Shaman really manage to accomplish early on? Like, he was running a little bit around the mid area. They didn't really get a kill on the Quap. He tried to play a bit defensive and protect them. Didn't do much either. And he was part of that almost trio of heroes that they were running with the Zeus and Axe and then half a Shaman up there a bit. And yeah, you enabled your Axe, but you paid for it as well, right?
Let's talk about
I'm not
some
sure.
important stuff, Synderen.
That was pretty important, I think.
This is more important.
That is very important.
Why is it during pauses, heroes' mouths... Can you answer that? Look at this. And why would they move like... Look at this guy's mouth. And look at Underlord. I think Lifestealer is probably the most...
Right, this Underlord looks
the most
really
evident. Fortunately, not in this game right now. Actually, I'm wondering if Medusa... Do you think every hero has a...
Alright, I got another one for you. If the heroes aren't moving, why are their portraits moving?
That's a great... Well, this is different. I feel like this makes more sense.
Why?
Because look at the background. It's never based on where you are, right? So this is not a live...
that would be sick, though, wouldn't
This
it?
is not a live feed of Underlord.
Wouldn't that be something, though? If your background was where you were on the map.
That would be really dumb.
Wouldn't every hero look really cool in front of the Dire Ancient?
It would... You know how much power that would take? Your computer would break. You can't mine bitcoins anymore. Nothing can be done. You know,
okay, then it's not worth it. Yeah, Pinbuckle laughs at that fucking crypto.
Takes up all your resources.
Is that a word? Cryptard?
It is now. Coined by the great Cinderwin. Great stuff. Something that we didn't do because I was just haven't cast in a while with you. But something that I'd like to start as a tradition, if that's okay with you.
Coining bad words.
We're going to rate the couriers for each.
All right. Okay,
game.
that's a horse. 10 out of 10.
Oh my God! What is this courier? That is amazing. Foley the Squire. What is this from? It's an immortal, so it's must be a Valve related one.
Or
How have I never
something
seen this?
Perfect World.
All right. And if you guys want to know the other courier, stay tuned. We'll have to get to that later. Next time.
What a cliffhanger.
Next
I can't
time
wait.
on Courier Ratings.
I can't wait.
Brought to you by...
Actually, I can't wait. I have to check it. All right, it's agreeable.
So you're saying Empire loses. Oh, Ace, a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Gets glimpsed back again. FN does have Sonic Wave, but not really going to need it. And
He even started meleeing him. Like, how cocky can you be?
Oh, top. He's going to get shackled. There's a Serpent Wars plays. Looks like AA will drop it. He gets the Ice Blast up in the last second. Initiation from Fata. Ghost like attempting to get out with that Dark Rift. Will it be enough? Looks like he might survive this with Silent. Oh, he'll leave Silent. The Serpent Wars actually take him out just barely at the last second. So 2 for 2.
Max range Lightning Bolt with Etherlands. The cast range,
what took him out.
so it's a bit deceptive, right? Like you think you mouse over Lightning Bolt and you see what the cast range is, but it has the search range in addition to that, and he has the lens.
It
so
should update. This should be updated.
That was pretty much max range from YapzOr. That was really good. Getting that kill on Underlord was pretty big. So I thought he was going to survive that. At the end of the day, it's a 2 for 2 trade, and Secret do lose their carry, and the Empire lose their offlane Underlord. But to be honest, you look at their net worth, it's an even trade, right? Like the Underlord is as rich as the Troll, so I think Secret can overall be pretty happy with the outcome of that.
How do you feel Underlord scales into the extreme late game?
Good.
Fata,
Ice Blast,
not going to be enough though. And how would you build him? Like, is there a certain point where you have so much farm that it's almost a waste to get utility items? Instead going more, not I want to say carry, but like even a Radiance.
I think Radiance on Underlord might be his next item after Force Staff, and I know it's a really late Radiance, but it has.
Oh, he changed his mind. Okay, he did
have it queued up.
He had Sheep queued up for a while.
Okay. I think with Underlord you build 2 or 3 tank items, and then either you go the full utility route where you buy expensive utility, or you start turning into like kind of a siege tank where you build Radiance AC, or I think there are. I don't really feel like we see builds where you focus on the damage aspect of the hero with the passive, but
Aghanim.
Aghanims has not been picked up on that.
So Aghanims, I think it's not great on him, but if you're winning, you literally just win.
Yeah, it can be good.
It's a huge snowball. You win one fight, you literally throw them.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds.
It's definitely good.
But it's still kind of situational.
Commonly, I think this is a really good Halberd game. It's a great way for him to protect his Medusa. The evasion is great against Troll and Silencer. And Silencer doesn't want to buy BKB this game. He is so poor. So if he can just disarm the Silencer every fight, that is more or less a hero saved. Like it's funny when you look at mid one. It's like this guy doesn't have any farm. He's not having a good game. The Silencer will still kill people with Troll ulti. So the disarm can negate the full duration of that Troll ulti, and then
that's a good point.
They can play from that. I think that would be a great item, and I think it's actually better than Force Staff this game. But
it's actually amazing though. 27 minutes in, 4 intelligence stolen from mid one. You don't see that very often.
It really has.
We have a 5-man smoke here from Empire. Roshan not quite up yet. They actually just got scanned, so don't think Secret's going to be caught out here. Okay, or maybe YapzOr is.
YapzOr realizes that. You could misread that scan. It's like, they were...
FN. He was the one getting initiated on, but they just find Puppy, pick him off real quick, and the Serpent Wards are down.
There's no Serpent Wards. Shaman 50. Silencer's showing on the wave bottom. They could just go to Roche here, I think. Start getting something done. So I think
Roshan not for 50 seconds.
Other teams in that situation that Secret were in might have been baited into going and contesting Roche, because the scan turned red at the Roche pit and then it turned green, and that could signal that the team ran into Roche, right?
Yeah.
But YapzOr realized their movement trajectory, he bolted and found the smoke, and it's honestly surprising that Puppy dies after that, right? Like he actually found them out with the bolt that they were probably there.
I mean, to be fair, he was standing over here. It wasn't in the worst.
I guess maybe it's unexpected that Empire even run down there after the bolt comes out, but or maybe YapzOr didn't even realize that his bolt hit. Did it hit?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think you might see the static field animation. Fata gets up a Battle Hunger.
I actually don't think it hit, so they might not have known for sure if Empire were there. I have to check. Oh, another tower goes. In the meantime, Troll has been farming, so the BKB is completed, but we still need to see... Actually, Fatsa has his as well. They have 2. So this is probably the biggest timing that Secret are going to have in the next 10 minutes. And this, ideally, you want to contest this Roche. I think they should smoke either as 4 or 5. They're going to smoke as 4 behind mid 1. Try to use him as either bait or just give Empire the feeling that
he does have 7
Roche.
deaths, so he's good bait at this point. They're used to killing him this game.
Still,
oh, they can actually sneak Roche. I mean, Ace is a Roche killer.
I like
this
for
sure.
I like this. If Empire realizes this too late, this is a really big steal, because this is an Aegis that Empire could end the game with.
Ghost Stick. And reinitiate this time onto Ghost Stick. He's in a lot of trouble at half HP. BKB's popped, and down he goes to the Culling Blade from Fata, showing off that brand new BKB. Ace did not pop his, so the 10 seconds still available. I think Empire might have to just give this up without their Underlord.
Great play from Secret. This is them getting back into the game.
That's Aegis.
It's easy to say in hindsight, but I think if you want someone to scout that Roche play, if you feel like it's happening, you run in a support. Like your Underlord is not tanky enough that he can survive the full onslaught of Secret's lineup. You know, if he runs in, he has to expect, I'm gonna get Blink called, Blade Mailed. They could literally global and kill him. Like, what play does Empire have if he gets called? He will die. They don't have a save. Yeah. So you probably just run in your AA, you throw an Ice Blast, throw a Vortex. If AA gets Blink called, whatever, you know, you play from there. But losing Ghost Stick is really big for them.
Puppy's really deep right now, trying to get off a shackle, but he's stuck inside a kinetic field. BKB pop by FN. They're going to clean him up very easily, and the Serpent Wards are wasted.
Oh, FN, that is not a good blink.
Use of the ult. Jump in. Queen of Pain's in a lot of trouble. Ice Blast does connect on a couple heroes, though. It's a 2 for 2 right now. Aegis is popped. Global Silence right afterwards. Maybe not the best timing there for mid 1. There's the Nimbus. Silent in a lot of trouble. Gets up the Hurricane Pike, though, keeping himself safe for now.
He's
still inside the Nimbus, though. Kinetic Field keeping him safe. Mid 1. He's getting a lot more intelligence. He has 16 intelligence just from this fight alone.
So smart! No,
Ace will fall. Mid 1 looks to potentially be Nets, but I don't think they have a cancel here. He's just going to TP out in the face of danger.
It's a weird fight, man. I don't know.
That was
like,
strange.
Puppy's
like super aggressive.
He forced out, what did he force? He forced a Quap BKB and a Stone Gaze on his own. It's like, that's actually pretty good if your Shaman does that. But the problem ends up being that after this, when Secret run in their additional heroes, I think the Global is coming out very late. They kind of threw away their Aegis. And it's not too bad, right? You got the tier 2, you build yourself a bit of a
Nimbus.
But I think with the Nimbus reveal and with the Aegis, I don't think Secret should be happy with claiming this little of an advantage off the back of that, because that Aegis was really a big difference maker, and they ended up not getting the Medusa kill, even though they got close. She's going to have a Butter coming up in just a moment. No BKB or MKBs in sight at all on Secret's side. She will be a really tough
the Nimbus Shackle combination onto Underlord, and the Thunder God's Wrath looks to be dead.
Damage.
So much disabled, great layering. We were just talking about only 4 intelligence for mid 1. He's at plus 20 now. So not too shabby at all as Medusa. Taking a lot of damage. Puppy on the other side, again, super aggressive. Gets the shackle off, but stuck inside the kinetic field. BKB bought by FN. Looks like Puppy's going to be the sacrifice here. Not sure if Fata actually wants to come in.
Great
Sonic Wave onto 3 heroes. Yeah. This Nimbus doing work with Puppy. I mean, Puppy's just going in, getting his spells up, dying, but it's still quite effective.
We should mention, by the way, in that fight that we saw earlier, the long Aegis fight, I think again Yoku with a really clutch play. The Static Storm, I believe, countered. Was it the Axe that was jumping in for that Medusa kill, and they counterplayed it? He has been playing a really, really good game so far, and I was saying FN's blink was probably too aggressive there. You know, he blinked into like 2 or 3 heroes after they got the kill on Puppy. He was like, we can dive, we can chase. They fought into that Aegis. He blinked and tanked a lot of damage, and ultimately did die, but he set up his team for at least somewhat of a successful play with the Static Storm. But they still gotta, both teams need to be a little bit careful with, I feel like both teams are kind of overestimating their tank ability more than anything. They think they can get away with stuff that just isn't quite working out.
Have you ever seen 650 AoE Shadow Strike picked up by anybody?
No. I think...
What needs to be done for somebody to pick that spell up?
That is...
Is this this isn't AoE, it's like, it's still single target and then AoE around.
That is
right?
definitely top 5 garbage level 20 talent in the game. That is so bad.
Give me your top 5.
Oh, that's
on the
so hard
spot.
to remember. That is so hard to remember.
Not including like it has to be skill related. Right?
Man, I was just looking at Disruptor. I don't know what his talents are. His level 20 talents are sick.
Yeah, his are
Holy
disgusting. He's getting pretty close
Plus
to Aghanim
4
Scepter.
Thunderstrike hits.
Yeah,
Wow.
not bad. 180 gold per minute though.
It's a 1300 damage spell at this point.
Oh, gonna jump in. There's a Nimbus God Strength as well. Silent. He's in a lot of trouble. He's on the other side of his team. Puppy and Ace are just going to pound upon him. still very tanky. Will he be able to get off his stone gaze? He is stunned for this entire duration. A 2-for-0 Fata pop the BKB. That is a huge kill. 80 seconds with no Medusa. No buyback whatsoever. Fata, better be careful. Taking a lot of damage. FN looking to finish off the kill. Looks like they'll do so. Might cost them
really good combo.
Beautiful static storm into the pit of malice, but not enough to actually get a kill. Mid one, very aggressive on the high ground right now. Yoki, there's the Nimbus again. Not enough to take out Yoki though this time around. As Empire goes back to base. And with Troll, this is going to be a dead tier 3 if they're not careful.
I actually
if not
think
more.
This is going to be a lane of Rax more. I think Yoku killed the Medusa. The Medusa got jumped and they were like, oh, we have to save him, so he force-staffed him, but he force-staffed him aggressively into all of Secret. And they couldn't reach an assist.
Yeah,
that ended up costing a lot. I think at that point they underestimated just how tanky Medusa is because of the butterfly pickup.
How is it always Poppy?
Why is he here?
He got glimpses back, but why is it always him?
That's
sacrifice for his team. The captain, it's all intended.
But yeah, that was the first time that I think Empire underestimated how tanky their hero was, because that Medusa would have probably been fine if they just cast their spells around him and protected him with Pipe and Greaves. But instead they force-staffed him in, nobody was in range to try to save and reach, and they end up, like you said, just getting him chain stun for a good 10 seconds and getting him killed off.
that was an impressive chain stun right there.
It was really good, but at the same time, it's the element of surprise more than anything. I think Empire were not expecting the play, because if they're in a better position and expecting that move, they will counterplay it way better than that. They should be able to protect their Medusa under those circumstances. Like Secret's lineup, you saw they did everything right, and the Medusa still survived for like 10-15 seconds.
Right.
If there's some solid counterplay from Empire, I don't think that kill happen.
All right, is there any chance? I know that the common talent here for Rastas is the 1 Serpent Ward max HP.
Yeah.
3-second duration on Shackle.
Both those talents are really
I mean, he's been channeling these pretty consistently, I feel. That you might want to think about it at the very least.
They have a couple of counters. They have Glimpse, they have Yules on Quap, they have Cold Feet, which is garbage counter, but it still counts, I guess. It is a really good Shackles talent game. At the same time, though, the Ward HP, if Secret are planning like ahead to try to end the game at some point with a game-winning push with the Serpent Wards, that talent is just really strong.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I think
especially with a Medusa in the back line.
I think there's good cases to be made for both talents in this game. So it's very telling about the mindset of the team, what talent Shaman picks in this position. It says a lot about the gameplay. But we'll see if he even gets there. Secret get a good fight now, they could end the game.
Yeah, they could. They have a smoke.
Medusa does not have buyback, not even close.
Yeah,
they
she
have
hasn't
to
had buyback
around.
this whole game. Level 24 right now.
Ooh, Illusion Rune, that is a really good rune.
There is the Aghanim Scepter for Yoku, though. That is huge. No items can be used. It mutes.
He can still get global, though.
The initiation. Oh my god. FN just disintegrates. Cost them the global silence, but
Very
80
quick.
seconds on the deck does have buyback, technically speaking. Ghostic and company. He's going to be initiated on by Puppy. There is the Stone Gaze being used to
Guess
full
who's
effect.
dying?
Counter Shaman in a lot of trouble. Yep, Puppy dead again. Shocker. Ice Blast comes out, not really able to connect on anybody. Mid one clips it though. Yoku on the run. Fata is going to continue to chase with the level 4 Battle Hunger. Yoku is donezo. 100% dead here. Fata might cost him his life here. The Nimbus, oh, he actually might survive with the mech there. Yoku, no. Final Thunderbolt. Ghostic pops the ult, but really to no avail.
Damn.
Both super healthy right now. Going to go back to base regardless.
Secret won that fight 3-1 and Troll wasn't there. That is so good for them.
Yeah, he has MKB right now. Can count upon this tier 3 if he really wants.
It's that advantage of getting the jump with Axe on the Quap and just blowing her up. And you saw Yoku was trying to Static Storm counterplay the Blink call from Axe, but Fata with the very quick BKB did not get Static Stormed. And, well, that is more than likely the range Rex? No, they're not.
Pit of Mouse in pretty good position.
Probably not getting this. No mount on X. They can't. Yeah, but they did some serious economic damage. Like, Secret has completely turned this game around now. This is very good.
It's crazy. Just one fight. One fight, and the Medusa, what was it, the Hurricane Pike usage? Being on the other side of the
defensive force staff ended up pushing him into the team.
Oh, it was somebody else's?
Like. Yeah, he was stunned the whole time.
Yeah.
But this is one of the things we talked about before the game even started. Like, that's just one of the deficits you have of not having that hard catch or way of starting a fight, right? Like, Empire's been doing such a good job at playing Glimpse, but you saw the change of pace when the BKBs came out. Like, Secret started making those jumps, taking advantage of them having the hard engage with Axe, and Fata has really been delivering in the last 10 minutes, pretty much securing Secret every single fight with the Axe plays. The Zeus Nimbus came out, so they got the extra bit of damage. Yapsor's almost level 25.
Really?
Okay.
Goodness
He is highest level in the
Oh,
game.
what? He didn't go for the
Apart from
0.5
Medusa.
second lightning bolt mini sun? Man. The meme is not real, my friend. Sad days.
I think he would have if there weren't like 3-4 staffs on Empire.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a really good Nimbus counter. They have a lot. We didn't see it last time because they kind of forced him into the team, but theoretically at least it's a
Oh,
good counter.
silent.
Albert is completed
Very
on Underlord.
close.
by the
One
way.
creep gives him that split shot, uses modifiers, so Scotty will be the dream.
I wonder what item. He's going BKB.
On silent?
Yeah. I think
I mean, if he can get it off. I feel like if he gets off his Stone Gaze, he's fine.
it's just a bad item against an X jump, right? Like it doesn't serve a purpose. If you get Blink called, unless you're really clutch on that
Speaking
BKB.
of which, Dota, he's going to jump in with a ton of creeps and the Blade Mail activated. Global Silence on top of that. This Medusa
This time
at
they
half
forced it the right
HP.
way.
Nimbus. Well, looks like a Sonic Wave clips too, but the Underlord does die in the backside. Earn applied to Medusa right now. Ace, he has to defuse the blade, slowing down Silent. There's a beautiful initiation from Fada. Again, looks like Silent will find his way to the grave. The Culling Blade brings them down. 100 seconds on the deck, does have buyback though this time around. Yoku in a ton of trouble. Fada should be able to finish him off with ease. Buyback though from Medusa. Will that deter Secret at all is the question. They get the range racks, they might have to fall back now. And will Puppy be the death of Secret again? Looks like Fada might be this time around. He gets the 4-step
Yeah,
off.
Ice Blast, right?
Puppy, jump in and sacrifice your life. It's been working so well this game. Silent. Hurricane Pikes to the high ground. We'll have to go back and heal.
Didn't even try the Ice Blast. Okay.
It looks like Secret will be falling back. We'll be happy with that exchange. And I mean,
Really?
why not? That's the
It's
buyback
a really
on
big
Medusa.
win getting a Medusa buyback. Silent had 3k gold, now he has 1k. He lost 2,000 gold on that one play.
And they get the Roche with the cheese and refresher shard. So the question is it anybody other than mid one taking this refresher shard?
I think the Shaman.
Really? Double wards?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, really. We'll see though. So far he hasn't taken it. Like, oh wait, there's a refresher shard. I guess I'll take that on my
this
Shaman.
is in Dota now. Oh.
Gets it on the Shaman. Now he's probably going to take Ward's HP because he got that shard.
Yeah.
That is so
That would
good.
make sense.
We'll see. He's still thinking about it, looks like.
Considering the options,
I really like this item build from Puppy, by the way. This is probably the first time I've ever seen this in competitive Dota. He went Halberd Vessel. I'm not sure how sold I am on the Vessel purchase at the time he did it, but the Halberd is really good. It's like one of the best items against Medusa, and it might be the reason that Silent is getting the BKB, because it's like, I need something against Halberd. It's really annoying to deal with. And Shaman is actually deceptively tanky at this point. 10 armor, 2500 health, evasion, a disarm against the Medusa, and all he needs to do is run in, cast the spells, and if he gets focused, it's actually really good. He's about as difficult to kill right now as a core while being position 5. So yes, I really like this itemization.
that wouldn't show considering he has 10 deaths, but
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
I mean he's got a lot of gold still, like 10,000
I mean,
gold.
it feels
bad.
like I'm watching VP with Solo, except he actually has farm. that's almost it.
yeah.
Bottom pop the BKB. Looks like Ancient Apparition is donezo for 60 seconds. Not able to buy back into this bad boy. Bata did have to use BKB for that though.
Could have maybe got a glimpse on the troll. They're trying Zeus, maybe. There.
Oh,
that's a really good
on
ball.
with Fada. Pops the Blade Mail. Yoku is donezo again. Static Storm was able to get off. Silent with a nice BKB activation from FN. They get a couple of heroes, but that is the Aegis. Troll Warlord will be back, but pops the BKB to be able to get off that Pit of Malice. Looks like we have a Shackle Puppy again in the front lines. Underlord in a lot of trouble. And that Nimbus coming through again. As there's the disarm and the diffuse. And Medusa, if he goes down, this is 100% game in favor of Secret. GG's come out. So Secret moves on to the upper, I don't even call this, the upper bracket final best of one shenanigans in this
Round
PSL.
winners round 2.
Of course, nobody gets eliminated in the group stage. It's all for seeding. Of course, first place in the group will get to pick their opponent between the 3rd and 4th rank of their of the opposite group when playoffs begin.
I think what's important to take away from this game was that Secret maybe didn't have their best early game ever, but they still had a very good understanding of what their timing was, what they were looking for, what they should do.